This is a powerful uptrend that from a technical point of view is almost unstoppable. Few things could weaken this movement, and we're gonna talk about it in this video. So let's go. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan. It is a pleasure to see you guys over here this Friday. And yes, we are incredibly bullish. We see QQQ, the tech stocks ETF, making higher highs, higher lows, trading consistently above the 21 EMA, trading consistently above its support levels, its main support levels. However, although we are incredibly bullish, it seems we are having a very hard time in breaking the previous top level from last week, $439.14. That's the previous top level, which has been acting as a resistance level right now today. Yes, we made a new record high over here. However, we are failing to break and close above the previous top level. This is quite problematic, and this could be a possible top signal. Of course, not triggered yet. This is a possible top signal. When we analyze SPY ETF, we are clearly bullish. We already broke the previous top level, the previous resistance level. We are making a new all-time high today. However, today's candlestick is quite bearish, right? We are roughly on break-even, going up 0.1% the moment I'm recording this video. So it is not much, and it feels like we are stabilizing. It feels like we are trying to show some weakness signal over here. But is this a top signal? This means correction ahead. Well, not necessarily, because again, we gotta see this top signal getting triggered before assuming we're gonna see a correction, before assuming QQQ could correct to lower levels. Because guys, today we see a possible top signal, right? Yes, we see one. However, we saw another possible top signal over here, right? This candle over here was a possible top signal. Just imagine, you don't know what happened after this, right? This was a possible top signal. However, it was not triggered. This was a possible top signal, right, on January 24. However, it was not triggered. We saw another possible top signal, which looks very similar to what's happening right now on SPY. A possible top signal, a doji candlestick pattern, possibly suggesting a correction back to the 21 EMA. However, this top signal was not triggered. And guys, there are plenty of possible top signals that were never triggered on SPY over here since October last year, right? Plenty of possible top signals. So excuse me if I'm extremely skeptical about seeing a pullback on SPY after seeing this candlestick today, all right? I am very skeptical. As long as we don't see this top signal getting triggered, okay, no pullback is going to materialize. Nathan, what if we see a pullback materializing over here? Then I see SPY and QQQ correcting back to their 21 EMAs on the daily chart, and this is it, all right? This is the next technical support level. Maybe QQQ could drop a little bit more to close this gap over here, but this is it, all right? As long as we don't see any meaningful bearish reversal chart structure, no reversal is going to occur. Pullbacks are plausible, all right? They are plausible, especially if the indices trigger their pullbacks over here. But pullbacks in a bull trend are usually, most of the time, more often than not, just buying opportunities at a better risk-reward ratio, all right? So this is it. The indices are still very bullish, and how this affects our dear stocks over here like Tesla. Guys, Tesla is not following the indices. Tesla is clearly detached from the broad market. It is looking very weak right now, but it is not completely ruining the bullish thesis that we are gonna recover and bounce to higher levels. After all, we already triggered this inverse head and shoulders chart pattern. We are just trying very hard to break the 21 EMA on the daily chart, which has been acting as a very annoying and important resistance level for Tesla. Now, if Tesla reacts over here and makes a very good bullish signal, a very good bottom signal above the 194, which was the previous neckline of this inverse head and shoulders, which was the previous support level from October 31 over here, okay, then I believe Tesla is going to reinforce our previous bullish thesis. So far, so good. We are not looking incredibly good, but we are also not rejecting the previous bullish chart structures over here, especially this inverse head and shoulders. Nathan, what Tesla would have to do to reject this inverse head and shoulders? We gotta lose the previous shoulders, the previous support level made by the right shoulder over here, $182. In theory, it is gonna be very difficult for Tesla to reject this bullish thesis over here. So far, we are just looking very weak around a support level, between a support level at 194 and the resistance level at the 21 MA. So if we see a meaningful breakout of any of these key support or resistance levels, okay, then we're gonna seek our next support or resistance levels. In theory, Tesla is supposed to close this gap over here near the 206 area. However, I do agree that we could correct a little bit more. If the stock market actually triggers a top signal, then Tesla could easily drop to the 182 area. But if we lose the 182, then okay, we're gonna completely reject, destroy this bullish, this inverse head and shoulders chart pattern over here, meaning we are gonna reject the bullish thesis, all right? But a pullback to the 182, although would be a very annoying pullback, would still be technically acceptable and would not technically ruin the bullish thesis over here. Now, before we talk about the weekly chart, which is looking quite interesting, let's remember, my dear friends, other stocks are very bullish, like Nvidia, like Meta, like the indices as well. Nvidia on the weekly chart is looking extremely bullish. Right now, if you ask me, Nathan, we are making a new record high. Okay, this is very good. But just like the indices, we are stabilizing. It feels like we are making a doji candlestick pattern. Well, just like the indices, as long as we don't see a crystal clear top signal getting triggered, we are not gonna see an actual pullback. And even if we see pullback, the 21 MA on the daily chart is here to act as a support level. So even if we see the market correcting, even if we see top signals getting triggered on SPY, on QQQ, on Nvidia, or even on Tesla, these movements are not gonna technically frustrate the previous bullish structures over here, all right? When we analyze Meta, we see a similar scenario. Meta, just like QQQ, is making a quite frustrating reaction because we failed to break the previous resistance level over here. This is very annoying. We are making what seems to be so far a shooting star candlestick pattern. Yes, we are. However, guys, as long as we don't trigger this shooting star, no pullback is going to materialize. And even if Meta triggers a pullback, $453, which is very close to the 21 MA, by the way, is supposed to act as our next support level. So far, so good. Stocks seems very controlled right now. We see Apple above its support level, Microsoft above the 21 MA. Google is struggling to break the 21 MA, but we are trying to bounce above the support line of this ascending channel. After making a false breakout of it on the weekly chart, we are looking very good. Amazon is trying to make a top signal right under the previous resistance level, but it is still very bullish. It is still making higher highs, higher lows, and it is still above the 21 MA. So see, the broad market is still very bullish. We see many bullish chart structures, and it would be very difficult for our dear stocks to reject their bullish thesis, to reverse their bullish thesis at least. However, we should keep in mind that any short-term pullback would be acceptable. SPY, QQQ could correct to their 21 EMAs, and this is it. What's the problem? The problem is that if we see a top signal materialized on the weekly chart, then we could see a sharper correction, all right? Then we could see the indices making a sharper correction to their 21 EMAs on the weekly chart, or maybe to the previous all-time high at $479 on SPY and $412 on QQQ. What's more, guys, why the bullish thesis is still very strong? Because we just nailed it. The last target of the first bullish pivot point seen on the weekly chart, that was technically triggered on January 30, 2023. We just reached the last technical target of this bullish pivot point over here. Of course, we missed it by a few dollars over here, but guys, we are practically over there, right? In fact, that was an outstanding target that we just nailed it together over here after more than 1 year, right? I still remember the day I talked about this target over here. Guys, SPY is supposed to reach the $500 roughly 1 year ago. Many people, oh Nathan, you are so crazy, dude, this guy has no idea of what's happening. We have recession, we have inflation, we have war, etc. There are many bad catalysts over here. There is no way this is gonna happen. This guy is full of bullshit. Oh my god, this guy is a secret agent trying to mislead us investors. Don't fall for it, guys. Based on real comments. Guys, all the ideas that I share here on this channel are technically based. They're not necessarily my opinions, alright? When I'm about to say my opinion, I will clearly say in my humble opinion. When there is no other technical fact basing my opinion, I will say it. But most of my ideas, most of my thoughts are technically based. They are not my opinions, alright? I'm not a I am a secret agent, all right? I'm a secret agent, and I am so good that even I wasn't aware of it, all right? And and by the way, guys, SPY reached our target. QQQ, since QQQ did an upwards breakout of this bullish flag, what's the technical target of this bullish flag? Well, it's the size of the pole projected in the direction of the breakout, which is, well, guess what? $500 again. Oh my god, you guys are gonna call me crazy again, right? Well, call me because I like it. I like being labeled as a crazy person. And we still have more upside left. If we analyze SPY triggered this gigantic bullish pivot point on the weekly chart as well. If we use Fibonacci to set more targets, well, we just nailed it. The first target, the 38.2% Fibonacci's retracement over here. We just nailed it. The first target of this bullish pivot point. Okay, so now would be a good time to see a pullback, right? Yes, it would. However, again, we gotta see more confirmation. The second target, and again, a pullback would not necessarily ruin the mid/long-term bull trend. Nathan, what's the second target of this gigantic bullish pivot point? The 50% retracement around $540. That's SPY's next technical target over here. And if you ask me, I do believe we are gonna get there. But of course, I'm always skeptical about hitting one target in one single bullish flag, right? This is very difficult to happen, but I still believe we are gonna get there, even considering the possibility of a pullback to the 21 EMA on the daily chart, on SPY, on QQQ, and even on Nvidia, Meta, and other stocks as well. Maybe Tesla, maybe such movement would delay the bullish bias over here on Tesla, the bullish reversal thesis on Tesla, but I still believe that would be a very good and healthy movement that should not make us panic over here. All right, of course, these are my humble opinions, and if you did enjoy this video, why not click the like button? Why not subscribe? You are more than welcome to the Finance Hydra channel community, to the Finance Hydra channel. All right, and remember, guys, remember to join our Telegram channel, because we have been nailing so many good trades recently. I shared dozens of strategies in the past few months, dozens, and our track record is very good. We nailed many reversals together, so join the 5% that can actually beat the market and make some money in this crazy, weird financial market, all right? So join the top 5% right now. The QR code to our Telegram channel is right here in the left corner of your screen. I highly appreciate your support, your audience, my dear friends. Thank you very much. Stay safe. See you guys next week.